December monthly view. I am excited that it is December and I'm enjoying putting up videos for you guys. I hope the few that I've put up so far you've been enjoying. But for today, it is going to be a plan with me in my December monthly. I purchased this kit from Jump To It Designs. This is the name of it right here, Jump To It Designs. I have purchased from this shop many times and I really like her stickers. This time I went with matte. I just really loved the design here. I love the woodland animals and the snowy scene. I just think it's so classic Christmas. I just love it. You can see that you get all kinds of icons. You get your numbers and you have some little labels here for things. And then here we have the other topper along with bill dues, paydays, holidays, happy holidays, another just plain label. Here for the sidebar we have goals, and then I went ahead and purchased the extra monthly tabs so that I could label all of my bills and other things to remember, because let's face it, December is a very busy month. What she does is she provides you with a whiteout sticker to put over the top so that this dark stuff does not show through the stickers. And that's kind of neat. It's just called a Blackout Sheet. And right here on the 3rd, I have that that's officially 3 weeks until Christmas. And yeah, the countdown has begun, guys. So I want to get started. Let's go ahead and put the Blackout Sheet down for each side. Now this side, you know, it is a full big square, so I really need to get this on as straight as humanly possible. A while back, I asked you guys on my Instagram if you had questions. I was going to do a Q&A, and I'm just now getting around to that, believe it or not. But I thought that I would do this plan with me, and it would be a good time to answer the questions. And so, yeah, so I got a lot of questions from Katrina, who owns the shop Jelly Beans. And I really adore her. She is a sweet friend of mine. I am a PR team member for her shop on Etsy, and I absolutely love all of her planner accessories and that sort of thing. And she asked me, uh-oh, this is not going down straight, Kelly. Oh, goodness. She asked me quite a few questions, and so I thought I would address her questions first. The first planner that I ever used, and do I still have it, or that I ever decorated, and do I still have it? The very first planner that I ever decorated, no, I do not have. As many of you know, I was a school teacher, and because I was a school teacher, you know, of course, planning was already in my blood, but I was planning and decorating my planner when I was in high school and junior high. I'm going to go in now with the topper for each side here. This is the side. This is the one for this side. But, you know, I used to keep those kinds of things, and at some point over the years, I either threw them out or whatever, you know, things that I had like from junior high and high school. And then the things that I did keep burned when, you know, our house burned. Now, when it comes to actively planning, not planning for a job and that sort of thing, my first planner was an Erin Condren, and I decorated it, and yes, I still have it. It is in my collection, and I still have it. I still love it. I am amazed at how, this is not going down straight. I'm amazed at how much my planning style has changed over time, even though it's just been the last couple of years that I've been actively I'm having a hard time with this one, guys. I'm just trying to make sure that I get wrinkles and those kinds of things out. There we go. Now then. But yeah, you know, an Erin Condren vertical was my first one, and that was several years ago. I've had a couple of years now, like I think maybe 3 years. I had one before I started YouTube, and I'm in my second year of YouTube, so I think my first one was 3 years ago. But yeah, she also wanted to know about if I had ever thought about using a TN, and honestly I have. I've thought about using a TN before, but I already invest so much money into the planning that I do with the Happy Planner and 2 Erin Condrens that for right now it's just not economical for me to try and do that. I don't think I would get enough use out of it to warrant the purchase. And yeah, so I just I'm gonna, for now, I'm just gonna stick. I do have a Kate Spade personal planner, and I use that. I have a Happy Planner, and then of course I have my main planner being the Erin Condren, and also you know, my Happy Planner. So yeah, my Happy Planner, my Erin Condren, my Kate Spade, and I'm happy there. So let me go ahead and peel this 3-week off. I do have a countdown from M Crystal Prints. It's really pretty. It's foiled. It's this one right here. I'm going to put the 3 weeks down right here. I'm going to put it right underneath the date because I have other things I need to put down also. Actually, I need to make sure I'm leaving room. How big are the, let me drop it down just a touch. But yeah, and my favorite planner accessory, I love charms. I really like to hang charms off of the coil, and of course I love fun paper clips. So those would be my favorite planner accessories. Okay, let's go in and go ahead before I go with any of these other things. I'm going to go ahead and put down for Tuesday, I'm going to put down trash days. And let's go with this brighter green, or should we go with the darker green? Let's go with the brighter green. But yeah, that's my first planner, and whether or not I would use a TN, and my favorite planner accessories. My favorite foods growing up was another question that I got. I have always loved seafood and shrimp. Even as a child, shrimp is one of the main foods I've always loved. Still to this day, love shrimp. I love all kinds of seafood and that sort of thing. You know, I live very close. And when I say close, I mean relatively, you know, a 4-hour drive from the Gulf Coast. And I grew up eating seafood every summer and loved every second of it and that sort of thing. So that would be my favorite food. Let me go ahead and put down my goals on this side. I'm going to try to do the best I can at getting this even. Let's just pray here. So yeah, that's some of the questions that I got. I didn't get a terrible amount of questions. One of the questions that I got was about being a teacher. Guys, I loved being a teacher. I really did. I loved being a teacher. It was challenging but rewarding. It's just one of those things where I do miss it, but I also know that I would not be able to function and do a great job for the kids the way that they deserve if I were still trying to teach. I just got to a point where I couldn't do it anymore, and I think we all get to those points sometime. And yeah, you know, so being a teacher was it was unique because you have to be a people person, and you also have to have some balls. I mean, you have to be willing to I didn't use these little trashes. I wanted to use these because they're larger. I'm going to go ahead and start going in with my numbers. But being a teacher, it's very demanding time-wise. It is very, very, very demanding time-wise. There were times when I actually slept at the school because I would work so late that it wasn't worth driving home. I know that may sound silly or crazy or wild, but there's a lot of things about being a teacher that people don't tell you. And the workload, especially if you're departmentalized, you know, it just, it's a very difficult job. And you have to be able to work with all different kinds of personalities. And you have to make sure that you're teaching at different levels, because every child learns in different ways and at different speeds. So yeah, being a teacher, I definitely miss it, but it was a lot of hard work, and I admire people that are still going into the teaching field, because it is a very hard job. And it's something that a lot of people do not give teachers recognition enough for the job that they do, in my opinion. So I miss it, but I'm glad to be where I'm at now. I'm glad to be doing what I'm doing now. And, you know, having to take an early retirement was not something I ever expected to do. It wasn't terribly early. I did have 24 years of teaching experience, and you can retire at 25. So it's not, I mean, it's not like I took a terribly early retirement. But, you know, it was something that I had to do for myself, because I wanted to, you know, I basically chose my son over my career, because, you know, I was dying a slow death trying to work with all of the health issues that I have. It was just, you know, it was hard. So another question that I got was about Izzy, my sweet Izzy. I got Izzy when she was 11 weeks old. I bought her from a breeder about 2 hours northeast of me. And she, an excellent breeder. I mean, very well known, very established, and that sort of thing. They usually do not let you have the puppies until 12 weeks, but unfortunately the breeder, she had cancer, and she was going to have to go into the hospital for surgery. And so she let me have Izzy at 11 weeks old, and she will be 11 this month. So I've had her for 11 years. I've had her whole life. She really doesn't know anything but me. Of course, she, you know, she knows my son, and she knows my ex, and, you know, family members and that sort of thing. But I am her person. I'm the one that has always taken care of her. I'm the one that has made sure she's provided for and held her when she's sick. And yeah, so she and I are huge gal pals. I know the day will come when she will need to cross that rainbow bridge, but that's not something I can really even talk much about, because she has been there for me at times when people were not there for me. She's been there through the good and the bad and the ugly. So yeah, you know, she is my baby, and she's very much my child. I love her, and there is no way she could ever be replaced. So I think I covered, from the best of my memory, the questions that I got. But yeah, I thought that I would just kind of give you guys a little bit of a background about myself. I'm not sure if I've ever done this on my channel or whatever, but I love the way these are made to fit up in the corner, but yet they're rounded. I really like that. So anyway, I grew up, you know, just a middle class family. I had, you know, my mom and my dad, and I have a younger brother. He's 4 years younger than me. And he, of course, had to follow my footsteps behind me in school. But, you know, I grew up that way, and my mom and dad worked very hard to provide for us. And there was never any question. I feel like that some people say this, but it really is true. Teaching chose me. When I went into college right out of high school in 1987, I had just turned, I'm a summer baby, so I had just turned, I I had just turned 18 when I went into my first quarter of college. It was back when there were still quarters instead of semesters at some universities. And I went to the University of Alabama at Birmingham, and that's where I got my undergraduate degree. And yeah, so I worked on and went straight into teaching without any question at all. Never occurred to me at all to think about doing anything else. I'm going to start putting in, now that I've got my date covers in, I'm going to start putting in some of the holidays. Okay, so Hanukkah begins here. I do want to acknowledge these things. I'm just going to kind of put it across the bottom of this trash can here. I'm not worried about it covering that up at all. So I met my ex-husband, my son's father. I met him in college at UAB, and I was in sorority, and I had a lot of fun in college, a little too much fun to be totally and completely honest. But yeah, we met in college, and we got divorced. We graduated in, I graduated from there in the winter of 91. And we got married in 94. We dated all that time. And then we had my son about 4 years after that. So we did take time to, you know, to just be a married couple before we had, and if you hear that banging that of, obviously it's Izzy in there, and she's in her bowl, doing her morning thing. Yeah, you know, I got married and life began, and let's see, Kwanzaa begins right here. And so, as soon as I got married, you know, and we found a house, we bought our first home, and then what I decided to do was, here is the first day of winter, it's hard to believe, I decided that it was better for me to go ahead and get my master's degree, so I decided that I wanted to go to the University of Alabama and get my master's degree. So Roll Tide, drove back and forth an hour and a half. I went every night. As soon as I would get off work, I would run out of work, I would go to class, and I went on weekends, and I finished my master's degree in a year, which is very hard to do, but I did it. It was just something. Let me mark my paydays. Let's see here. Payday this month is going to be on the third Wednesday, which makes it the 20th. And then the 1st. But yeah, so I divorced going on 7 years ago, and yeah, so I was married 17 years before we divorced, and I have been, you know, I worked for a year or two after that, and then that's when I decided it was going to be in my best interest to move on. And so that's what I did. That's what I chose to do. It was a difficult decision. I mean, it really was. It was a difficult decision for me. But, you know, sometimes we have to make difficult decisions. And that's what I chose to do, was to make that difficult decision. And I'm going to put down my brother's birthday is the 18th of this month. So I want to put that down right here. And there is a birthday cake icon right here. I'm going to use my tweezers to pick it up and put it down right here. So that's my life, guys. You know, I just feel like that I have been very blessed. I've been very fortunate. You know, the things that I've been able to do, and that sort of thing. So yeah, I mean, you know, it's just, life is going to give you ups and downs, and I feel very fortunate, you know, even though I've had some pretty rough things happen to me over the years, I'm still very blessed, and I'm just starting to go in with my bills now, guys. My house payment is due on the 1st, so I'm just going to put that right there, the little house icon, which I really like having. Okay, and then also on the 19th, I believe it is. Let's see. Yes, the 19th. I'm going to put this little car down because the little car is going to represent car insurance for me. Because I don't have a car payment. My car is paid off. I'm telling you guys, that is a wonderful thing to be able to say, that you've paid your car off. It's a wonderful thing to be able to say that. But yeah, guys, I think I answered all the questions that were left on my Instagram. If I forgot any and I noticed it, then I'll be definitely sure to address those in an upcoming video. But you know, I got into planning because I liked being organized. I enjoyed so many things. Let's see here. Okay, the 7th is when I have a doctor's appointment. This is the tilt table test and possibility of getting that loop recorder done. So I need to put that down right here. And there is a doctor. Here we go. This right here. And then I also have one on the 13th, which I'm just having to flip back and forth, guys. That's really all I know to do is just go in and as I remember things. But that's a little bit about me. That's a little bit about the questions that you asked and my background. I am very happy where I am at. Sure, I would like to have that special someone in my life, but guys, you know what? It's not always about that. Not everything is about that. I am, you know, I'm a happy person. I feel really good about the life that I have. Let me look and see. I think I'm going to go now into, let's talk about my bills. Okay, so I'm going to go in and put in a blank strip where I have bills. So I have the 4th, the 6th, let's see, the 20, let's see, oh, the 25th I do, yeah, that's when it's due, but it'll automatically come out. It's not like I'll have to actively go in and pay it on Christmas Day. That would stink. Okay, let me look and see, because I always look at my other dates from this month where I had them all written down. Okay, let's see here. I need to do my health insurance. This comes out on the 9th. My water is on the 6th. I've already got that one down. My power bill is the 19th, and I've already got, no, I didn't put that down, but actually, I'm going to pay it on the 20th this month. I have a few little marks and things on here. And my red fingernail polish is making some little marks as well. Okay, and so there's that. And then I think the other things are over here. So let me go ahead and mark in the ones that are over here. Okay, I have health insurance on the 9th. That will come out. And then I have cell phones and those kinds of things. So I have mine on the 15th and my son's on the 16th. Just like this. Oops. And it went a little bit crooked on me. So let's fix that. Okay, and then this is why I got the extra ones, because I knew I would need them. Okay, I have one on the 21st, and then I have one on the 22nd. I know it looks like a lot, but I have a lot of irons in the fire, so to speak, and I'll be keeping this stuck in the back of here so that I will I'll be sure and remember. I'll go ahead and put in a bill due here on top of these, just kind of hang them off just a little bit for all of them that I can get to. I may not be able to put it on all of them, but I can put it on some of them. This right here. At least I can use some of them. And then I have this one here, and we'll just put it right on this one because it'll be the one that's coming up the fastest. Okay, and so I didn't use paydays, but 2 out of the 6 I was provided. And I did not need any more of these other than, you know what, I do need to put one other thing, and I think I'll use the heart. The 23rd. What is going on the 23rd? Right here. This is going to be a family Christmas party, so let me go ahead and put a label in for this, a tab in for this, and I will put the heart down for that because that will be the easiest way for me to remember that that's a family Christmas party. Okay. Well, guys, let's see here. Let's open it up and see if I'm missing anything. If there's anything that I have going on that I need to put in. Other than, you know, family Christmas things that I really don't know the exact dates of yet. I know, of course, my son's, not my son, my brother's birthday. I know this side of the family's Christmas party will be on the 23rd. We will have Christmas Eve and Christmas Day activities as normal. And I'm not really sure what's going to happen with New Year's. But so far, I think this is my layout for the month, guys. I think it's so cute. I love this kit. I'm going to just kind of stick this in the back with into the pocket so that I have it. Yeah, I love this. I think that the pattern is so cute. So that's going to be it, guys. I am now planned. All I have to do is go in and fill in my particulars, and that's what I'm going to do as soon as I get off camera. I hope you enjoyed watching me plan as I talk, and I hope that you enjoyed listening to find out a little bit about me. And yeah, so that's going to be it, guys. If you like this video, please don't forget to hit the like button by giving me a thumb up. And if you're not already subscribed, please subscribe because I would love for you to join my YouTube family. You need to subscribe so that you won't miss out on any of my December daily videos and or my Vlogmas videos, which you can find on my second channel listed down below in the info bar. I hope you guys have a wonderful December and a happy holidays. I will talk to you guys later. Bye.